portable storage. I have to hire people to help me carry stuff. Some stuff that's lightweight that I could bring into town myself, I suppose. It's gonna be soaking wet, but I can only make maybe a couple of trips back there, and then I'm done. You know, I gotta do absolutely jack shit for at least a few hours, and that's if I'm lucky. As white sage and lavender is not as bad as there's two other kinds of incense that I have. One of them's, or three other kinds. One of them's rose, one of them's called harmony. The harmony stuff, I am so allergic to that shit, it makes me sneeze. Anyway, with no Craig, that means I gotta do this stuff myself. I'm just stretching my shoulder out. I do have enough gas to make the trip there and back. I should have enough, theoretically, to go there and back twice on a full tank of gas. But I don't want to test that. God, I hate boogers. Anyway, I'm gonna get all the human stuff out of there to the best of my ability. The hippie camp, that dude made a pretty good camp for if it was like a festival and he set it up as a booth. That's how he had it set up. He said he only took a few saplings down, that most of the rest of it was the leftovers from some guy who was driving up there with a big boat on a trailer. That dude with the big boat on a trailer, I have him recorded actually doing it. He was getting wood up there. He drives up into the mountains. He has to get like 54 of them, he said, to stake down a bunch of pallets at his oyster farm. So there's a lot of the area up there that's almost, well, it hasn't been clear cut, but it was a lot nicer area before that guy went up there and chopped all that down. And of course, he chops it at the easiest access areas. Unfortunately, some of the places that he's cutting down trees really need trees there, because somebody who's traveling through there in less than optimal conditions, or somebody who doesn't see very well, could fall into a gully. And God, there's hundreds of them up there, like just little deep crevices. Some of them make 10-foot drops, some of them even further than that, and they're all covered over with blackberry bushes, so you can't see nothing. I wonder how many people broke a leg falling into something like that and couldn't get out. Anyway, it's been about 3 hours. Craig left to go take a UA. I got so much stuff that I gotta go do, and then there's the stuff I can't do myself. I can go through the garbage myself and find the phone numbers. Matter of fact, I spent some time doing that last night. For what it's worth. I try not to be overwhelmed. I can't function when I'm overwhelmed, and then people pretend like I have no reason to be overwhelmed without looking at what I go through every day. They know better than I do what I'm living through. That's an interesting theory, but it's just a theory. people got all sorts of theories. It doesn't mean they have any basis in reality. I gotta go clean up a mess, and it is my mess. I mean, I should have gone back to camp instead of trusting the guy. He said it's only 20 feet back. I'm like, that's way more than 20 feet back. And the guy's older than me, so of course he's like, well, if I can do it, you can do it. If a man my age, I'm like, holy shit. I have different issues. Your issue is old age, but you're still able to lift your legs all the way. For me, my muscles are constantly fatigued. I'm gonna go spend some money that I don't have. Get some Starbucks. I'll chug one in there, and then I'll take one up the mountain with me. Go ahead. All right. They should have looked both ways in that last one. That lady flagged me across like it was safe, but the guy started crossing literally like right after I started going past. He started crossing. I could have waited an extra 10 or 15 seconds for that guy. Actually, let me see how broke I am before I commit to this. Alright, I can do it. The thing with Craig is that there's stuff that I need help with and stuff that I can do myself. Yeah, he made a boo-boo by throwing away my stuff when I said not to, but that I can handle. It happens, and I can go through it myself to some degree. It's one bag, I just gotta put it on my passenger seat and take the time to do it. I can do that with a fucked up back and with my hands fucked up. I might lose one or two phone numbers in the bag altogether because I can't like really pull out every piece of paper and unfold every piece of paper, but it's important to lose as little as possible. The real issue is the stuff that needs carried, I can't carry. I have to hope that there's somebody up there who's good-hearted that I can say, hey man, I got a camp back here. A real nice hippie feller had a camp, and he told me that I could have my stuff back there, and it was further back than he said. He said it was a flat pathway, and it's not. I mean, how he got back there without getting shredded by the blackberries is impossible for me to understand. I'm glad that he helped the way that he did, though. It might have cost me some time and hours that I need to go through, but he helped me with stuff that I could not do for myself, stuff I could not carry for myself.